Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. Thank you for tuning in to this review, and thank you especially to Zounds for providing this guitar for review. If you want to support me and you want to support Zounds, shop through the link below. I'm going to link to a bunch of Gretsch jets, which we'll talk about in a minute. And if you shop through that link, I get some commission, they get a sale, you get cool gear, and it supports this whole thing. Now today we are talking about this specific guitar. This is the Gretsch Players Edition Jet, the 6128T. Now the Players Edition is a series of guitars that they're doing which are classic inspired and have a lot of classic specs, but also have some cool, more practical features. I don't like using the term, for the modern player, because they're really just smart, more practical, and more functional features. So for instance, this guitar, it's got a chambered mahogany body, a laminated maple top, and it's got Dynasonic pickups. Now that's the classic, one of the classic Jet kind of things. It's also got the Bigsby vibrato, another classic Gretsch sort of thing. But to sort of improve on that, to make it a Player's Edition, you've got locking tuners, you've got a tusk nut. You actually have a string through Bigsby, which makes it way easier to string up. Stringing up a Bigsby with the little spikes can be... it's a rough job. It's not my favorite thing in the world to do. You also have an anchored adjustomatic bridge. It's not a floating bridge, so that makes it much more stable. All those things together are also going to help with your, not only intonation, but it's also going to help with keeping the guitar in tune. One of my criticisms of Bigsby's has always been they don't stay in tune very well of all the various vibratos that are out there. This one's staying in tune reasonably well and better than most other Bigsby's, and I have been using the Bigsby on it a bit, and I'm going to use it more in this review. When I shot this review, I think I had to retune it maybe twice, and you'll see I'm going to lay on the Bigsby in the next part, a fair amount. So it's holding its tune admirably. Now it has a chambered mahogany body, a laminate maple top. It has dual Dynasonic pickups, which is one of the classic Gretsch sound. These are actually single coil pickups. And these pickups sound really good. They're kind of unique. Imagine almost like a scooped P90 sound. That's sort of the best way I can describe them. Or if you want to use an amp analogy, let's say that a standard P90 is like a Fender Tweed amp, right? It's, got that mid-rangey howl and bark, but it also cleans up, and that kind of thing. Imagine this pickup is more like a classic Fender Blackface amp. It's a bit glassier and scooped, but it also has a wide frequency range. See, these have a really glassy top end, but they actually have a very pronounced low end too. They're a really kind of wide frequency pickup. And, at first when I plugged it in, mostly what I noticed was the brightness, but then the more I played it and through a number of different amps, I really kind of got, there's kind of a thump to it, especially if you lay in on chords playing rhythm. Now it's got a rosewood fingerboard, it's got a U-shaped neck, it's light because of the chambering. Even with the Bigsby, it's very, very light and comfortable. Now most of the guitars that I get through the Zounds affiliate program, or all the gear, is on loan. This is one that I actually went through the process to get for myself, because I absolutely love this guitar. So that's kind of what you need to hear right there. This is one that I'm actually working to keep because I love this guitar so much. I've already played it with my group. It sounds phenomenal. It plays like butter. And it gives you a different flavor. Now, it's kind of halfway between a Tele and a Les Paul, but in its own unique Gretschy way. It's kind of like if a Telecaster and a Les Paul had a love child, but in an alternate timeline, like a multiverse kind of thing. Yeah, you're with me on that. You know what I'm talking about. But it's much more versatile than just classic Gretsch. Again, I think Gretsch guitars are more versatile than they get credit for in general, but it will do a lot of great sounds. It gets this really nice growl to it when you hit it with overdrive. It also does that sort of clean, echoey Gretsch thing really well. I mean, it doesn't have a built-in delay, but you know what I mean. Now, Gretsch is offering jets in a number of different configurations, including less expensive ones. Now, this one again has the Dynasonic pickups, but there are also Gretsch jet models, both Players Edition, Classic, and then getting down to like the Electromatic line, which are much more affordable, and they have a number of different pickup configurations in all of them. You have some that have TV Jones pickups, you actually have some of the lower ones that have P90s and things. So there's kind of a jet out there for everyone, I think, and all the ones that I've played have sounded great and, again, played really well. I absolutely love the things that Gretsch are doing right now. So for this review, I am plugging into a Supro Amulet 12, and for the overdriven tones, I'm using a Wampler Pantheon. Now again, if you want to support me and you want to support this Sounds affiliate program, do your shopping, your gear shopping through that link below. And I'm going to link to a search for a bunch of different Gretsch jets so that you can really see what's out there for their different jet offerings. But if you buy anything through that link, whether it's a pack of strings or a $10,000 guitar, again, I get a little commission, Zounds gets a sale, you get some cool gear, it costs you absolutely nothing extra, so that's a great way to support it. And also, so you know, I'm not pulling a fast one. I'm not saying, hey, go buy this specific product. You know, anything that you get through that link is going to support this program. Although, as I'm saying, you know, this one I like so much that I'm working to keep it because I just absolutely love this guitar. It's really phenomenal. It kind of satisfies a unique sound. It's got the Les Paul shape. You know, it's really essentially like a Les Paul shape, just a little bit different. But then it gets that vintagey, you know, which can also be applied to modern, but that sort of vintagey, slender, snappy Gretsch sound, all in a light and comfortable guitar. It's just awesome. I absolutely love it. So what I'm about to do is give you a full tonal profile of this guitar. We're going to play clean and overdriven on both the neck, middle, and bridge settings. I'm going to do a combination of playing just some, you know, modern style playing, but also give you a little bit of the classic Gretsch style playing so that you can hear how it can really assimilate well into anything. And again, I am going to lay on the Bigsby a bit. I had to tune up twice, like I said. I'm pretty sure it was twice. Two or three times maybe, and it wasn't that off for the amount of Bigsby that I was using. So let us know what you think of this guitar. I'm Jack Fossett. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the video.
Thank you.